Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to numero tres of Deep into Defense Mode. So, this time it's all about trust. Last time we talked about safe places, how important a safe place is. Just a little bit of a review here. Most of the defense mode comes from that perceived threat. So if you can get into that safe place, then that's when at least, I see it as kind of, there's two ends to it. There's all the threats coming in, and then there's you can't process it out. So if we have the safe place, that at least unclogs one of the ends,
right,
so that you can at least start processing stuff without new information coming in. Now we're going to work on the other side of things, which is how to live without new threat information coming in. And that all comes from trust, because the reason why that we have all these perceived threats is, number one, we're so wound up. Again, that's what the safe place takes care of. But number two, it's simply that, we're just in this state of constant alert, and not trusting anything, because in the past we've had such bad experiences with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing as if you go to a restaurant that you like, you go there and one day you get food poisoning. It's going to take a little bit of time and a lot of trust to eat there again.
Yeah, so if all you know is discomfort from going out into the world, that's all you're going to expect from the world. I mean, that's a pretty reasonable assumption. I mean, that's your only frame of reference. That's your only point of reference. So what we're going to be doing is changing those points of assumption so that you can generate new ideas of, maybe if I go to that restaurant, I won't get sick this time. Yeah, so they're not living in fear of those perceived threats and of that trauma.
Yeah.
And they're able to go out and experience life and enjoy what life has to offer.
Yes. So in order to let down this guard, we need to do a few things here. We're going to build trust in 4 areas. And those areas are mind, body, environment, and relationships. Now, the order that you do this in is going to depend on one thing. If you are a parent or teacher or therapist or guardian or grandparent or some friend or relationship to someone with Asperger's of any kind, you want to do it in the order of relationships, environment, body, and mind. And if you are just someone with Asperger's, then you want to work on it in the order of body, environment, relationship, mind.
Yeah.
Now, the reason for that is if you're a parent or in a relationship with someone with Asperger's of any kind, then the reason why you want to work on relationship first is because you can build them a safe place and make their environment safe all you want, but if they are continually going, that person might come in and cause threat, that person might come in and cause threat, then they are not going to be able to completely relax.
Right.
If you are someone with Asperger's, the reason why you work on body first is because, you had the safe place, you may not have many relationships, and even if you do, those aren't the main source of the threat. The main source of the threat is your own body.
Yeah, and on top of that, I mean, that's where you live. That's where you spend all your time in your body. So that'd be the first logical place that you would start with, because that's kind of your foundation.
Yeah.
You start with your body, you can then branch out to other things and then experience success in other areas.
Yes. And again, the reason why we work with relationships first, if you aren't the person with Asperger's, is because you aren't the person with Asperger's. You cannot change someone else's body and mind. It doesn't work.
And they're not going to trust you to do it until you work on your relationship with them.
And then once you have a good, solid relationship with them, then you can help them with that stuff.
Yeah.